I don't know if this is gonna work, but we got a bunch of PVC pipes and a bunch of fittings. We're gonna make a bed frame out of it right now. I hope it works. Okay, so I just went over this with Evie and her channel. By the way, if you haven't checked out her channel yet, check it out, Evie Nova, link in the description. So this is the extent of my drawing skills right here. This is like that back area of the van. These are the wheel wells. We're gonna put a leg here, leg here, leg here, leg here, leg here, leg here, leg here. We're gonna end up getting another battery. So the batteries will go right here and right here. And then this area will be storage, easily accessible inside the van. Back here will be like all camping stuff. And in between the batteries will be like seasonal, you know, like in the winter, we'll store summer stuff, and in the summer we'll store winter stuff or whatever. So, yeah, we're just gonna try this out and see what happens. What do you think?
I think it will work.
I think it'll work too.
Because it was my idea.
That was her idea.
My
Okay, we've got our measurements and we know exactly how this thing's gonna fit in here. So we're going to get to cutting. One of the nice things about working with Evie, she's very, very technical minded. I'm not. I'm good at coming up with like abstract creative ideas, but the technical stuff I kind of fall apart on. It's not my, I can, but I don't like to do it. She loves it. She's been over here going at this thing for a while. She's getting the exact measurement for everything. That way we can just cut it once, put it together, test fit it, and then glue the pieces that need to be glued and bolt the pieces that need to be bolted. We don't want to glue the whole thing because we're going to put a wall in there, so we have a separate bedroom from living area, from the living room and the kitchen. So we want to be able to take it apart if we need to do a deep clean, or when we go to put the high top on, if we need to take it out for them to be able to do that, we can easily do so. That's just the way I found best, to build everything easily removable, because mold does happen, bugs happen, dirt happens. It's nice to be able to take everything out easily and just clean up real quick.
The numbers not in the circles are numbers for the total distance.
Mm-hmm.
The ones in the circles are the length of the actual pipes, not including the connectors.
Okay. So
that's how long we need to cut the pipes. And then once we put the connectors on them, we're gonna get the whole length and width of the freight total.
You ever feel like everything's coming at you all at once and the stress is like coming at you from every angle, like the walls are closing on you kind of feeling? I mean, kind of like, that's been kind of like coming and going lately. Like I thought that I could just let it go and whatever and that would be it, but I don't think it works that way. I think it's like you can let go for a while, but then when you come back, it's like a fresh perspective. You can look at everything differently and it's so much easier to deal with things. If you've been watching my videos for a while, and if you saw my Why I Live in a Van Dwelling video, or whatever I called it, it was a long time ago. It was when I was in Tybee Island in Georgia. I talked about this Australian monk that when I first started the road trip, I had like the really bad panic attacks and all the stress and everything, and my imagination was out of control. Well, I watched that monk again the other night, and he was talking about how mindfulness is like, imagine that you're carrying two bags on your side. One is the past and one is the future. All the things in your head, that all these ideas about the past and the future that you have. And mindfulness is not letting go of those things or leaving them. It's just setting them down for a minute so you can see what's right in front of you. And when you're just purely observing the moment and observing yourself and everything that's going on around you, it's just pure peace. There's no anxiety or fear or stress or anything that can really happen. I mean, even the other day I got my tooth pulled out and I was terrified about it for months and months and months and months. I was stressed out about it, and I finally did it and I started getting stressed out, and then I just allowed myself to just feel the sensation of my tooth being ripped out of my head. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was the stress of anticipating it that was far worse than the actual thing. And I think that everything's kind of like that. So I've been thinking about that bag analogy a lot lately and just setting things down, and since I've been doing that, I've been feeling this sense of peace that I have kind of forgotten about for a long time, because everything's just kind of stressful, you know, building vans and doing the YouTube thing. I mean, I'm not trying to bitch about it, I love it, or I wouldn't do it, but it's stressful, you know? So I've been learning new ways to cope with the stresses of life and everything. I don't know what this lady's doing, she's not making up her mind. So yeah, so we're at Home Depot now. We're gonna get a few things that we need to pick up and head back to getting that thing back.
I think I have enough.
It's time. Hold this quick. 15 1/4, right?
15 1/4, we need 4 of those.
Hold it. So now we just gotta clean up and put all the pieces together. It made quite a mess, as you can see. One thing that would have made this job way, way, way easier is a chop saw instead of a skill saw, just to get the perfectly straight cuts. And with one person, you're gonna need a table saw. I don't think I would have been able to do this safely with just myself, but I'm not like a master a construction worker, a plumber, anything else. So just a guy at home likes to build vans. So there's that. Let's get this thing together. Okay, so here's the deal. We messed up on part of this, so we've got to go to Home Depot, gonna get a couple more parts, but we're still gonna put this thing all the way together as it is, because it's still the same outside dimensions. We just forgot to incorporate the legs attachment on the outside. But yeah, you can see how we're going from the inside out, because if we started on the outside, there'd be no room to connect the pieces, because they go into each other, you know what I mean? So that's what we're doing. This is definitely, I know it's not complete, but it's definitely way lighter than wood. I think it's lighter than metal too. Give me a hand. We're gonna have to twist this thing somehow. Oh, we're able to twist it the way we need to.
It fell apart.
Did it? Oh no. I don't think we're gonna be able to twist it the way that we need to.
No.
This is also a good chance to figure out what sides we can permanently like glue together and what parts we need to bolt so we can take it apart easily. And I think we've already reached the point where we need to split this in half somehow.
Well, I think we need to glue the middle together.
Glue the middle?
Glue the middle together and not glue the outsides, because once we take out outsides, then we can take the middle out.
Yeah. Alright guys, so here's the dealio. Here's how high it sits with the legs. We had to do it this high because that thing down there sticks out a really long ways. So it's really high, but we're getting the high top anyway, so it's not going to be a big deal. Basically, we're going to have to cut the pieces down here to fit right. And these, while we were at Home Depot, we realized that they had these 4 cross parts, and we didn't know that, and that saved us a lot of... or we were able to make it in a way that was stronger with these, but now these are too far that way, and we don't think our batteries are going to fit in there. We're going to have a battery right there, and another one right here, and I think these legs might be in the way, but we're going to measure it. So we've got quite a bit of, actually not quite a bit, we've got three little problems we have to solve, and the sun is going down, so I think we're gonna solve them tomorrow. It's just getting kind of late, and I'm getting hungry, so I think we're gonna finish this tomorrow. So there will be a part 2 to this. Tonight we're gonna try to figure out how to put something on top to support the mattress. But I think once this thing's all bolted together and everything, I think it's gonna be strong enough. So we've got these 4 legs in the middle, and then we'll have 4 legs on the outside. And once these pieces are short like this, they're really strong, and all the weight's gonna be on like the corner pieces. So yeah, I really hope that this is enough. I think it will be. So thanks for watching, guys. Check out Evie's channel. Love yourself. See you next time.